Hey guys, what's up? Kartaka here, and today I'm here with my very first Digimon video. Now, this deck is based on around my own locals, so if you have a different kind of meta in your locals, then you might have to change your deck a little bit differently compared to how I build it. I might give like a few pointers and whatnot if I feel like there's something that would probably change if there's a different variety of decks in your area. But yeah, let's just start off right with the deck. So for the mega levels, we are running 3 of the booster set MetalGarurumon. Now this card, mainly we're running this over more of these over the starter deck one is because the cost is lower. So it's only a 3 cost to summon, and its effect is still pretty good. He doesn't outright let you make him active again, but he does combo very well with the unrare Garurumon in the booster set. So it's kind of like a 2-card combo that you kind of do. It's a little bit more convoluted to do, but I think the extra cost does kind of warrant it to be used. And you gotta set up another chain of evolution afterwards. So not bad at all. Speaking of which, we are running 2 of the starter deck MetalGarurumons. Now this card just outright activates, makes itself active again, so it's definitely very strong for double 2 attacks, especially if you have the starter deck Garurumon as a evolution base. So we're running 5 megas in total. I wanted to run a sixth one, but I feel like this deck draws enough that you don't need to run that many to get one by the time you need to get it. Next, for the ultimates, we're running, or level 5s, I guess we'll call it by levels, I guess. For the level 5s, we are running 4 of the promo rare Garurumon. Now this is one of the cards that I really needed to get, and that's why it took me so long. Skill is when this card attacks once per turn, if you have a Gabumon as a source, evolution base, whatever you want to call it, you can make this card active again. And he also has his own inheritable skill, which is on your turn, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, then this Digimon gets +1 security attack. So combos well with the Garurumons because you get the extra attack, but it is a little bit harder to get than the starter deck one. But you mainly want to use him for his own active skill. Main problem with him is his base is a little low. His attack power is a little low, so it will be blocked. It can be blocked by blockers, and this deck doesn't actually run any power givers. So yeah. Next, we're gonna run 4 of the starter deck Garurumon. Now this card it doesn't have his own skill, but it has an inheritable skill, which is just to give your Digimon +1 security attack if your opponent has a Digimon without any evolution source, which is pretty easy. It's definitely not that hard, especially if they are playing a rush deck or something. For the level 4s, we're going to run 4 of the promo, the V-Jump promo Garurumon, and he has another inheritable skill. So the skill is, if this Digimon is a Garurumon, has Garurumon in its name, then you can draw 1. So this is an on attack skill. So since all of our megas, level 4s and level 5s or level 6 and level 5s, sorry, are Garurumons, then you'll definitely be able to activate a skill. And he's a 4 cost to enter, so that's pretty cheap. And keep in mind that his power level is only 4,000, so it's a little bit low, but mainly you just want to use him for your evolution base, just so you can get that draw power. And his skill stacks very well with the promo Garurumon. Next, we are running 4 of the booster set Garurumon. Now this card's activated. The skill is just when this card appears, when this card's summoned, you get to make one of your Digimons active. It does not work when it evolves, so please keep that in mind. It only works when it's summoned. So if you're paying the 6 cost, then you'll be able to use the skill. If you're paying only 2 costs, you will not be able to use it. So it's fine if you're just using it for as a middle stage, so you can get to your Garurumon. But if in really clutch situations, if you have a attack that can go for game, I think paying 6 costs is also okay, assuming that you do have the cost to do so. Sometimes you might not, but there's cards in this deck that help you get memory. So being able to go 6 costs is not too hard sometimes if you are really planning to go for game. Next, we are running 4 of the blockers. So this is 6,000 power blocker. And this is the only blocker we're running in this deck. Originally, I did want to run this, but I feel like in my particular meta, he's not that great. Mainly because 1 cost to evolve and 4 cost to play normally. I'd rather use that cost to play something else. And this card, if you have this card on the field, if you're in a mirror match and your opponent has a Garurumon, then it gives them quite a bit of pressure. So I think that's nice. Like they have to attack. They want to attack, but then you're gonna use this to block it. So they have to find some other way to go around it, and it stalls you some turns before they can go in. Next, for the level 3s, we're running 4 of the Gabumons. So this is the rare Gabumon from the booster set. Very simple skill. When this card appears, or when this card is summoned, you get to draw a card. Again, it doesn't work when you evolve it. It only works when it is summoned by paying the 3 cost. So this is not one of the main targets for evolution, but you can use it when you do so. But the main cards that you want to use as an evolution source is the Starter Deck Gabumon. This card, it's alright. We're mainly using this because we're not using the Starter Deck Garurumon, because we want to have space to run other stuff instead. And running 3 of this is fine. You have other ways of getting rid of your opponent's evolution source, but this is one of the ways. Next, we're running 4 of the Gabumon. This is the promo Gabumon from the promo pack. So the skill is very simple. It's on your turn, once per turn. When an evolution source is discarded, then you can get 1 memory. So this is one of the cards that you can use to gain memory. And this combos very well with the Gabumon and the booster set Yamato, or the Mat. Next, we're running 3 Armadamon. So we're mainly running this because it's a 2 cost and has a 4k base. So you can kind of use it to attack your opponent's rookies if they're doing Rookie Rush. So again, this is another option card for the meta in my locals. 4,000, being a rookie and having a 4,000 base is pretty good. Usually if they're playing Rookie Rush, they're going to be running 3,000 power cards, 3,000 or 2,000 power cards for the rush factor. They might have some 4,000 power ones, but then you can just crash into it if you really need to. Next, we're running 4 of the Zudomon option cards. This is another card that really helps you out if you want to just grab a bunch of memory. You can stack these in your hand and just play them because they're 0 cost, right? So you have 4, you just play 4 of them and you get 4 memory, so you have a lot of extra stuff. You can do a lot of extra stuff in that turn. Next, we are running 3 Kakaitis Breath. So this is the MetalGarurumon option card for the starter deck. So this card is good because you can, it's a removal for of a Digimon. It's kind of like Gaia Force for red, except this one just bounces it to your opponent's hand. And this card, I was going to run it at 4, but I feel like a lot of times when you do draw into it too many times, it becomes quite dead because 7 cost is pretty expensive, but it does come in clutch. And obviously if your opponent attacks into this as a security card, then it helps you out a lot. But I think 3 is an okay number. If you really want to run 4, you can, and you can just get rid of one Armadamon, I guess. And of course we're running 4 of the Yamatos, or Mat. So this card is another card that helps you get rid of your opponent's evolution source, so you can fuel Gabumon's skill, as well as some of your other cards' skills. I tried making space for the booster set, or the starter deck Garurumon, but I really feel like that card is not as good as these other Garurumons. Because if you have to go into your Garurumon in order to activate that Garurumon skill. And by that time, I'd rather have set up for my MetalGarurumon plays, or draw extra cards so I can thin my deck out and draw into some better combo pieces. And that's for the main deck. For the Digitama deck, we're running 4 of the rare in the booster set. I forgot the name of this thing. Let me double check. So this card is just mainly the this is just the best level 2 Digimon in the blue lineup, in my opinion. That's why we're running this. So I believe this is, let's see, what's his name? 03. Upamon, yes, Upamon. So we're running this because it's attack skill. You can, if one of your opponent's Digimons does not have an evolution source, you can just draw one. So a lot of times when they just summon a rookie and you attack, you get a draw card. So it's pretty good. Also, if your opponent doesn't want you to draw cards, they have to think of ways to get around it, because there's a lot of cards that you obviously a lot of cards in blue get effects when your opponent has no evolution source, so they have to think about that too. But then you also have ways to get rid of their evolution source, so sometimes they can't really play around it. But I think overall this deck, it's pretty consistent. There are issues with it, like mainly a lot of cards are very low power based, like the Garurumon and the Garurumon promo, and a majority of rookies are the power is subpar, like the Gabumon's 1000, the Gabumon's 1000, and this Gabumon's 2000, this one's 1000. So mainly we are using some cards to off-put some of the downsides to that, like running the Armadamon and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck. It's very fun to play. When your combo does come together, you can go for a game. You can get rid of quite a few of your opponent's security in one turn if you play your cards right. And if you guys want to see a Rookie Rush build for blue, let me know and I'll do one of those. But yeah, this is just a full-on Garurumon build pretty much, because everything from level 4 onwards is just Garurumons, except for this blocker. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you guys want to see that Rookie Rush deck build, or if you want to see a red build. The red build I have is not a Greymon build, it's just a red build. But I think it's working pretty well for me so far. There's 2 cards I'm missing, but I can get some of those pretty easily, so I'll probably get on that when I have time. But thanks for watching, guys. This is Karataku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!